People said the burger shop used human meat, but no one could believe it until the night a boy bit into his burger and found a human fingernail buried inside the patty. The small community of Lakeview was usually quiet, so when a new burger shop called Tom's Grill opened, everyone rushed there. The smell of fresh burgers filled the air day and night. People said it tasted better than anything they have ever eaten. People from nearby town came to have a taste of it. The burgers were cheap, hot, and strangely addictive. But no one knew where Tom got his meat from. When they asked, he only smiled and said, "My recipe is special." A week after the shop opened, dogs and cats around Lakeview began to disappear. At first, people thought the animals had run off, but soon every house had a missing pet poster on the wall. Parents told their kids to stay indoors. People walked the streets with flashlights, calling their pets. Still, no animal ever returned. One evening, a boy named Alex bought a burger and took a bite. He froze. Something had scratched his tongue. He spat it out and screamed. It was a human fingernail, small and dirty, stuck deep inside the patty. People laughed at first, thinking it was a prank. But when they checked the burger, more tiny pieces of something were mixed inside. Alex told the community elders. They all rushed to Tom Grill's, but Tom wasn't there. The shop was still open, but empty, and the grill was still hot. Behind the shop was a small locked shed. The elders forced it open. Inside were large bags of meat, stacked and dripping red juice onto the floor. But the meat didn't look like beef. It looked wrong. Too soft, too pale. Everyone gasped. The missing pet. They finally understood. People cried angrily and disgusted. But there was one thing that didn't make sense. The bags of meat were far too many. Even if Tom used all the missing pets, it couldn't amount to that much. The next morning, a city inspector arrived after hearing the news. He opened one of the meat bags carefully. Then he stepped back, shocked. "This isn't pet meat," he said. "It's human flesh, but not fresh." Everyone stared in horror. Where had Tom gotten human meat from? Who were these people? Why were there so many bags? No one ever saw Tom again. But weeks later, someone discovered something worse. The community graveyard at the edge of the town had dozens of dug-up graves. Every coffin was empty. Tom had been using the